What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Culture Section Podcast. I am one half of the host. I am Quartet.
And I'm the other half. Tyler the Greatest Me.
What's going on, everybody? Man, we're back for another episode. First of all, we want to thank everybody for supporting the Culture Section Podcast.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram.
You got it right this time.
Twitter. Facebook.
Oh, we're on Twitter.
Yeah, but
what is it called?
Everything up on the Fans of the Culture.
Is that what it's actually called on Twitter?
Yeah.
What do you be tweeting about?
Random stuff.
On Twitter, you actually be tweeting? Like, how often do you tweet?
Every time I post on Instagram, it's a tweet that goes automatically to Twitter.
And how often do you post on Instagram?
I want to say maybe daily.
Maybe daily. You're not too sure.
Not too sure, because sometimes I feel like it's daily and sometimes I feel like it's every 2 days.
So you're not an Instagrammer. You're more of a Facebooker? Because you probably post on Facebook every day.
Yeah, I would say I'm more of a Facebooker. But I don't want to.
You just kiss that mic too.
I just kiss the mic. Kiss the mic and make them cry. I have no idea where that came from, but
is that in the song?
That's actually a song.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't go kiss the mic though.
Oh.
What's new, man?
What's new?
What's new?
Really?
I'm gonna be like you.
If you want to honestly, yeah, I hope this mic don't make noise.
I hope it don't make noise either.
Honestly, what's really new is D.Wade and his son or his daughter. Which one is it? Son or daughter?
So his son prefers to be a woman?
Yeah, wants to be. Yeah, there we go. And
wants to be referred to as a woman?
Yes, as she.
As she. Okay. Is he dressing like a woman?
I don't know all that, but D.Wade he was on the show. Was it Ellen?
Ellen.
And he said he was talking about how he supported her now, who wants to be her. That's what's actually new. And then,
what's your thoughts though?
Well, Willie Moe Jr.
Uh-huh.
You know who Willie Moe Jr. is?
Willie Moe Jr.
Not Willie Les, Willie Moe.
Willie Moe.
He put the question out there, what was everyone's thoughts? Like the callers.
What were they
saying?
Since
he's on a gospel inspiration
I know it was
show.
kind of funny.
No, it was like real serious. Like
they got real serious about it?
Well, I think the callers usually don't be joking. I think it's like
I would have called joking.
Because they're talking to Christian-based audience, so
you're saying that
most of them was like, yeah, you gotta support your kids.
Yeah.
But you still gotta let them know, what the Bible says. That's what most of the audience literally was saying. Like,
so are you saying that every time that your child come around, you're gonna like, it's an abomination every time?
I think it was more like
Christmas.
No, it's almost like love them, I guess, but that's to the extreme what you just did, man.
Hey,
it's a thin line because when you use the word support, it's a thin line between support and accept. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like when you say support,
yeah, it
almost like is sugarcoating for accept or making accept sound nicer. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think we? Well, first of all, if your child wants to be,
child, I think is 12. By the way, I think that's the age 12. I didn't mean for you to pause like that. It felt like the age actually just startled you.
It did actually.
Did it really?
Because I thought this was a grown child.
Nah.
Oh.
This is like a pre-teenager.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, look at that. That changed the dynamic, right? Look at you. You look like you don't even know what to say.
Because I want to say something so outlandish, but I'm going to try to be serious. First of all, you're going to spend a lot of time casting out demons, if you will.
What you mean casting out demons?
If you think you're going to stop your child from feeling this way, or saying that I was born a he, but I'm a she, I think it's going to be very difficult if you don't know how to handle it. Because when a person's an adult, they're 18, you can easily throw that in the pile. They're adult, they can do whatever they want to do. But when it's your child, what's on the line is, even though being a she or transgender, whatever you want to call it, it's more acceptable now than it was back in the day. And I'm talking about like in school and stuff like that, and in life in general.
You think it's more acceptable in school?
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, I'm not gonna say acceptable. I'm gonna just say it's acceptable in the world, meaning people have kind of found a way to deal with it. But in school, kids are off the chain.
Yeah,
I can
actually. The really only way to survive is find a group of like-minded people, man.
Yeah,
and that's not going to be a big group. It's going to be a small group because the reason why it's small is everyone is not brave enough to come forward. Even the ones who may be like-minded,
yeah,
they still know there is the expectancy of bullying.
I keep looking at you because I'm just like in shock right now. My other question, I'm acting like you now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why does he feel the need to talk about it on a talk show?
I don't know if it came up or whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe the subject came up.
Yeah.
If it was on Ellen, I could understand why to talk about it. Not that she's a transgender, but she's a part of that LGBTQ and all the other alphabets that I missed.
Yeah.
She's a part of that association.
I said, please let him get this right.
Or either he brought it up because sometimes you know that it's going to come up. Not through social media or something, and sometimes you got to be ahead of what's about to happen, man. You really want to beat them to the punch so they're not really throwing it in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell me this. So you know Magic Johnson's son?
Yeah, that someone brought that up too at the light. Yeah. Go right ahead.
Now I'm just can't.
He's a grown man.
He is a grown man.
Who knows how long it was happening though? But go on.
Yeah, but I was thinking if Magic found a way to deal with it, so I guess maybe they could be examples for maybe fathers whose son wants to be a woman. I'm saying I'm trying to make it make sense because I think now everything is like.
What you mean? You trying to make it make sense?
I'm trying to make him going on Ellen to discuss a private.
Who knows if he? I don't know.
The motivation.
We don't know if he really went up there to discuss it. It just probably popped up, man.
Yeah.
But it's happening. There's a show called I Am Jazz, and it's about a boy who is transgendering. Well, to a girl, and
please don't mess some people up transgender because we trying to.
He was in. I don't. He said he knew it at a very young age.
Okay.
And his parents funded it. Like they funded his surgery.
Okay.
Like everything that he was transgendering to be a she, his parents literally paid for it. And this is growing up. Like they even wanted to do the surgery for a sex change, and his parents was funding this. This is like while they're in high school, man.
Are you paying for the surgery?
I'm not paying for nothing. I ain't paying for jack. I ain't paying for no hormone pills, no anything. Listen, if you tell someone that you gotta love yourself, right?
Right, yeah.
If you're transgender, that means you don't love who you are. You want to love who you can become.
Okay.
You're not loving who you are, because if you loved who you are, you wouldn't change it, right? Because you love who you are.
That's true. Do you think that comes from parents not reinforcing their kids' esteem when they're a kid? Go ahead and blame the parents so I can laugh. One.
This guy. Listen, man, I honestly don't know where it comes from, man.
Yeah.
Because if some kids are doing it at this young of an age, I have no idea where it's coming from.
I know that.
Is it the world around them, man, or
the easiest answer is it's a demon. But I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Because I know people be like, oh, it's a demon. But I'm just saying,
usually
after you finish saying it's a demon, what answer do you have?
A lot of times I feel like something traumatic happened in someone's life.
Yeah.
Whether they admit to it or not, or whether their parents even know about it or not, I really usually feel like something happened, man.
Yeah.
And this is what happened. This was the result of that happening. Whether it's neglect, whether it's someone touched them,
all of
repressed memories,
Yeah.
even at a young age.
Yeah.
I really feel like something happened, man. And I wish sometimes that we lived in an honest world where they could actually explain this is what happened. Because then you think about what's his name? The Olympic star. That what's his name? Was the swimmer. He's like the Kardashians. He's not their father, but he's the stepdad.
Oh, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner. Let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want nobody.
Look at it. Now you putting it on the stand. You tired of holding it?
My arm hurt so bad.
Yeah, good job. Hey, listen, man.
That will happen when you're not Superman.
Something probably traumatic happened to him because you waited till you was an old man.
Yeah.
Unless you was already playing dress up to start off with.
It could have been. Here's the thing with him, though, what I don't like. It doesn't have nothing to do with him being a transgender. What I don't like is, like, when I was watching the Kardashians, he really, I mean, man, he never once put his foot down at all. At one time, she was living in one side of the house, he was living in the other side of the house. And they're in the same house.
What you mean put his foot down?
Like, you know how sometimes there was never a moment to where he disagreed with something. Or he never said, hey, we going too far. I'm just saying caught on tape. No, we don't know what he says.
What if that's just the kind of guy he was?
Yeah,
he was just laid back.
Yeah, that's true. But I never really, to be honest, I never really saw.
You wanted him to be the manly figure?
I guess I never saw that. Because here's the thing.
Why would you see it when deep down inside, Bruce Jenner was Caitlyn Jenner?
That's what I'm saying. Like
it was two women of the house.
Yeah, but you didn't know that back then.
No, of course. But now in the future, you find out what happened. Hey, listen, even in a homosexual relationship, there's always the masculine one and the feminine one.
Yeah.
Which one was he?
I guess in this one, he's going to have to be the feminine one.
They're not together no more.
Well, when they was together.
He was the feminine one and she was the masculine one.
Yeah.
She was saying
because
what goes.
I was, you know what I was thinking, man? I was thinking, like, there's this, not to get off, so there's this rapper, right? She won a contest. She probably, like, I don't know, maybe 18, 19. And she makes, and I was just kind of looking at her interview, right? And I clicked on the clickbait, clicked on the song. And she...
You call it clickbait?
Clickbait. I fell for it. Hook, line, sinker. So she real vulgar, man. I'm talking about sexual. Guess who her manager is?
Who?
Her dad.
Wow, that's weird.
That's what I'm saying. I think about that situation, then I think about the first person I could think about that did that, the Kardashians.
Well, then you know what that goes with? The parents supporting the kids, man. You got to
hear
I hear
you.
The question is, when do you cut off that support?
Yo, man.
Like, when is too far? I guess you as a parent, I guess each parent has a limit within themselves. Like, okay, this is too far for me. I stop right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You believe the struggle is the same?
No, it's not the same. It ain't, because at the end of the day, if you, I can, again, we discussed this so many times. Like, you can respect, human respect is human respect. I agree. I don't have to accept anything. I just have to respect you as a human being.
True indeed.
And here's the thing. I know some people who have gay children. And in some instances, it's very difficult for them to accept. But there's a line, and it's not even about accepting it, just to deal with. We'll put it like that. But do you cut he or she out your life? Do you not invite them over for Thanksgiving, Christmas? Do y'all both have enough sense to be like, well, my parent don't necessarily like my lifestyle, but I can go over here with such and such parents and they accept my lifestyle. We can have dinner over there, and I can just go over there and see my parents for about 10, 15 minutes. Are we grown enough to do that, or are we just cutting each other off completely? Because
it's hard.
It ain't hard.
I'm not a parent. I think it's hard for a parent to cut off a child, though.
It ain't hard
for a parent to cut off a child.
Not for a person.
I think especially a mother.
I think
maybe a father is maybe kind of, unless he has a son.
Yeah.
I think a mother, a son, or a daughter would be the same. But I think a father is more, because a father, that son, that seed is literally his legacy, because that's the only thing that carries on that name. I'm getting too deep now, but this is the problem. I think it's really, as a parent,
nothing to do with this.
As a parent, when they're grown, I think it's literally hard to cut them off, man.
Well, I'm not saying it's not hard to cut them off, but it's not. It's. I think it's easy just to make a decision that,
because it gets real deep.
Yeah, but
because imagine they get married.
Yeah, but we making it too deep when it's not that deep. The only thing that matters to you at the end of the day is that that's your child. That's it. When you make it, when you keep,
yeah, but that covers a lot of ground.
No, but when
that's my child.
No,
I didn't raise them this way.
No.
Oh man, what happened? Then you got a bunch of questions in your head.
No.
This is human nature.
No.
Human nature comes with questions.
No.
It does.
No.
Because think about it. If you don't accept it, the first thing you think about, you always want to ask them what happened.
No.
Yeah. Why did you choose it?
No.
You always want to ask. As a parent, you want to say, what happened? Did I do something wrong?
Can I say it now?
Go right ahead.
It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Yes, you made a deposit at the bank and withdrew.
What does that mean?
And withdrew a
What
bank.
does that mean?
Withdrew a baby.
Wow. Dude, that almost sounds like a baby daddy or somebody would say. Or baby mama.
Because a man, I'm speaking on the man part, because a man doesn't give birth to a baby. So I'm saying, so literally it means.
So you saying the mama can ask then these questions?
No. I'm saying you did your part.
So now,
hold on, man. Everybody's half and half, but you over here trying to make me. No. I'm saying undeep it. It ain't deep. The only thing that matters is like this: choose to have a relationship with your child or not. I just was thinking to myself, when I worked at Dairy Queen, I had a short stint at Dairy Queen and a short stint at.
When we say short, how short was it?
Within the same month.
Wow. Go on, though. I hope you was young.
I was about 16.
And I hope you didn't get fired.
I did.
Oh, go right ahead. Let's hear it, though.
Because one manager called me to come in. I used to walk to work, and it was 2 miles. And she called me to come in. I told her, yeah. And I knew I didn't feel like going. You know what I did? I went to my room and sat down.
Who was you living with there?
My mom. I was 16.
What did she say?
She don't know, man.
Did she know you had a job?
Yeah, she gave me a ride when she could.
So she didn't care that you got fired?
I don't know. I don't even remember that far back. I just remember I went from one job and I went down the street and got another job on the same side. But
but then that was a short stint too. What happened with that one?
I think it just got too far. I think
the 2 miles, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't catch a bus?
No, because it was in another city. Like literally, I walked across a bridge. Once I got across the bridge.
Yo, man, don't get mad at me. I don't know why you sound like slavery times or something, man. I mean, you make it sound so horrible. And the fact that you sound sad when you're talking about it.
Because I couldn't believe I used to do it for that little bit of money.
It probably was good money back then, though.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't know how much you was getting paid.
Okay.
I mean, you the one.
We'll leave it at that.
You the one who got the job. I didn't make you get the job. What you get a job for?
Because I wanted to buy Jordans.
That's a joke, man. You probably won't even think about no Jordans when you were 16.
Yo, man, I don't know about you, but my high school experience was not fun.
It wasn't?
No, it was very rough.
My high school experience, man.
You was popular.
I don't know about all that, but I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed my freshman year all the way to I didn't want to, listen, I wasn't ready to leave. I'm sorry, man. When I was, you know how people be happy to graduate? Yeah. I mean, I was happy that I was graduating. I wasn't ready to leave high school. That's how fun it was. And guess what? I like middle school, man. That's how fun it was. Middle school and high school, I didn't want to leave. Elementary school, I kind of did, man.
If I could have,
I was watching too much TV and I was ready for lockers and other stuff.
If I could have been in chorus 24/7, I'd have been. I was good. That's what made me go to school.
Chorus?
Chorus.
That's good, man. Because the only time I went
to chorus?
Nah, only time I went there is when the band was playing and stuff. Like at the beginning of school.
You went in a jazz band and like that?
No, man, I had to get a job, man. I didn't have time for that kind of stuff. Okay, in middle school, guess what?
Let's revisit this.
In middle school.
Are you disappointed that you weren't in the jazz band? Or you couldn't do more extracurricular creative activity?
Boy, this is so deep. We're about to end this, but okay. In middle school, I was in the band, right?
Yeah.
And then I was offered to play, this is a very true story, the drums in a jazz band. What happened was, it was after school, because I used to do actually after school programs, I used to do that, like baseball, flag football, basketball, we did all that stuff. But that was only because, that's a long story. It really is a long story. But it's not a bad story, just a long story. Anyway, one day, I think I was waiting for my ride or something. And I went into the band room and I just started playing the drums. I think he was trying to do a teachable moment. He didn't know I played at the time. And I was playing and he was like...
He was trying to stun on you?
No, he was just a teacher. I think he was like, yo, you ever thought about playing the drums? He was like, I'm going to give you some patterns, see can you play it. And I got up there. I didn't tell him nothing. And I played, right? He was like, you play, man? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, you want to play for the jazz band? And he gave me some more patterns to play. And I told him, man, I wouldn't have time, man, because, yo, man, I
want to hear this reason. Come on, tell us the reason.
Yeah. I ain't gonna have a ride, man. I mean, he even offered a ride and stuff, but I know with the hectic schedule that I had, it won't going down. Because I couldn't even play football because of the hectic schedule.
But you was a fast runner, though.
Yeah, I ran track, man.
You was killing the cubs.
I was traveling.
For real?
Yeah, man.
Man, I missed all that.
Like, when the faster you are, the farther you go out and travel because you go to different events.
I don't like the way he just said it. Like, I don't know nothing about track.
Oh, my bad, man. But when I got in high school, man, I had to get a job. That was because what happened was, I'll make this a short story. I wanted to play football, right? I wanted to continue on. And
Did you ask to play football?
Yeah, I was like, well, I want to go to condition during summer because they do conditioning during summer before you start school. So at that time, I don't know what they do now. So I was like, hey, I want to play football. And the question was asked, how you gonna get back and forth?
For real?
Yeah, and then I was told, well, you can get a job and get a car. But so I got the job, and unlike you, that money was good to me. And I didn't want to do nothing else after that but make money.
You remember I used to come visit you at KFC?
Yeah, man. I don't remember you as the most one that visited me, but
I remember you told me a story, but I ain't gonna tell you. But that was so funny. You told me I used to go out there and get chicken.
No, it was like usually strawberry shortcakes, pot pies, and hot wings. Yeah, my cousins used to come through. Is that you? That they would come in the drive-thru because they did what happened was KFC did an automatic voice recording of me saying
for real?
Yeah, I mean they did it with anyone, but mine was up there. So meaning that when a car pulled up,
you was out here.
Yeah, when a car pulled up, instead of you always having to mash the button, it's just automatic message. You just start placing your order. So it's my voice. So that's why when they came through drive-thru, because I mostly did drive-thru, they were like, "Is that you?
Yeah.
Is that you? We want a such and such and such and such." They did this like almost every day, man, if not every day.
Is that you? I want a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, like it would be more than one. Like they would they want as much as they can.
I wonder they remember that.
Yeah, I think we laugh about it, talk about
it. That's awesome.
My daddy want a pot pie. He said, y'all got the pot pies? Literally.
Man, I was trying my best. I think I worked at Bojangles, Dairy Queen, and churches. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. At churches, I worked with this manager. She had like a
mole?
No, mustache. It's like
I prefer you to say mole. Go on.
No, but it's like she had like a little mustache, And I just remember every time she asked me to do something, it didn't matter what it was. I just looked at her mustache. I always stared at it.
How old was you again?
I probably was.
You worked at KFC, man?
No.
Oh.
Churches.
Oh. That was a Church's Chicken there, man?
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you.
Was it in the hood?
Yep.
Okay.
It was on. See,
the best Church's Chicken I seen
Yeah.
was in Wilmington, North Carolina.
It was clean?
It was big and clean. And
I ain't never been to a clean Church's in my life.
And a lot of... It was diverse on the inside. I was so shocked.
You said it was diverse.
I was like shocked, man. Like, listen, I had to go back outside and make sure it was Church's Chicken.
Wait a minute. Diverse is a new code word for white.
I walked out.
And Asian.
Now, I walked out and just to make sure it said Church's Chicken. And it was Church's Chicken.
Wow, man.
Dude, wow. I'm not lying to you. I don't know what it is now.
Wow.
But I was, because the Church's Chicken here,
Let me cry.
the Church's Chicken here, man, I only go there when it rains.
Look, man. I was listening to,
They don't even have a drive-through, the one in Raleigh.
Yeah, I worked at one.
They got 2 tables. and ask you, is it for here to go? And them 2 tables only sit like 2 people.
Hey, man, but them biscuits.
What, them honey biscuits?
Man, I don't care what nobody say. That's almost worth getting shot.
Yeah, no.
Almost.
Because I'm thinking about eating a biscuit, then getting shot.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I
want a full-course meal.
You don't even get a chance to order the biscuit. Can I have a pop? Oh, God. Not again. Hey, man, but...
Just thinking about that. Oh, not again. That's why I tell you, I only go there when it's raining.
Hey, man. Boy, I was so happy they gave me a job, though, man. I remember, I think everything was like between 16 and 17. So I think...
I see. You went through your fast food phase.
Man, it's like only job I could get. I want to say...
Did you have to walk there, too?
That wasn't too... I might have walked. It was about... I think it was a mile? It might have been over a mile. It might have been about 2-3 miles. But
you couldn't steal somebody's bike, man.
Bro, I wasn't thinking about it.
This is the same one who took the Sneakers that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who used to forge checks.
What?
In elementary school.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I was headed for a criminal lifestyle.
What? In elementary school?
Yep.
You was forging checks.
Yeah, I was
in elementary school. You was forging checks.
Yep.
Was you writing checks?
I was just signing my mama's name.
To what check?
To get lunch.
What check? You was like going to her pocketbook, taking her checkbook.
Sure.
I'm surprised she didn't beat you to death, man.
Who said she didn't?
You're still alive. That's what says it. I said beat you to death. I wasn't talking about figuratively speaking. I mean literally speaking. Listen,
somebody gonna hear the word beat. You don't supposed to be beating your child. You better do something.
I didn't want to say whooping. I want to say beat. This dude was forging.
Hey man, one time my mama, she gave me a whooping and I just fell out in the floor. It was that bad. I mean, she wasn't missing a beat.
You know what I thought?
No, you gonna kill me. I don't know.
Listen, man, I thought you fell out on the floor like to act like maybe this will make her stop.
Yeah, it was, man.
Oh,
that's
why she didn't miss a beat.
Oh man, she missed.
It just kept going.
You know, I don't even in my head. I don't know what she said, but yo, man, it's like I remember one time my mama, man, it was like every time she hit me, I felt like my skin just fell off and came back home. I mean, she had a heavy hand.
Hey, man, if you had a show like Everyone Hates Chris, what would yours be called? Because you said life was traumatic even in school for you, right?
Yeah, man, it was bad.
You had friends, right? Matter of fact, we need to go ahead and cut this one off. This is going into a totally another subject.
No, man.
This is literally going to another subject.
No, man, you can't stop cold like that.
Okay, you had friends, right?
Yeah.
So what was traumatic about it again?
Well,
because you didn't have Jordans?
No, well,
we're talking about high school here.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I wasn't the popular kid. I wasn't the most...
Everyone is not popular.
Hey, man, can I tell my story?
Go right ahead, my bad.
Hey, you want to ask me the question? Let me answer.
My mic probably just made a noise. I switch hands.
That's how people act when they like when they was rich acting like they poor. Let me tell my story. No, so I don't know, I just got picked on a lot. And then it just seemed like that everybody had and I didn't.
Hey, when they picked on you, what was they actually saying?
They used to call me big head.
Was this girls and boys? Just boys? Just
it was
girls?
a mix. One girl told me in middle school, I ain't talking to nobody that wear Jordashes.
Is that what you was wearing?
Yes. And I used to knock the ash off.
How did you knock it off?
You better not laugh. You better hold it.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. Now I'm better, but that whole time, oh man, I just wanted to bust out just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, man. So I might not get into all the other stuff, but
what is a Jordache, matter of fact, man? What was those? Like
there was like
I know what they are, but who created them? Like
I think you bought them at Belk's.
Like what company made them?
Probably Nike. The same people that made Jordan. They just said, let's do something funny.
Did you know when I was in high school,
yeah,
they actually made some boots called Timbs. They weren't Timberlands, they was Timbs. Like, you know how you would call Timberlands Timbs? They actually made Timbs. And this dude wore some. And I didn't know it till my homeboy had called him out. He was like, yo, man, what's...
I don't know why I hear this in my head. Cash Money taking over for the 992,000.
Yo, believe it or not, I didn't know how good I had it. Because there was certain parts, like I said last time a while back, there was certain parts that was good and there was certain parts that was bad. Let me cut you
off. Wait, hold that. But don't lose it. I told my dad, I said, Daddy, I thought that I thought that he was living in prison. He said he had freedoms inside, but outside.
Yeah, but outside. Listen, I didn't know literally.
Boy, this is funny to me.
How popular Timberlands was. I had Timberlands in middle school, man.
They were like $99. Well, $69 in middle school, maybe.
I have no idea. They still was according to the wages, they still was expensive, man.
Foot Locker though? You got it from Foot Locker?
Somewhere in the mall, man.
Man, stop, man. Listen.
What happened
you were living your best life out here, man.
I had some Timberlands on. And actually I had Timberlands every year in middle school. A new pair of Timberlands.
And the reason why? Because it was $100 a piece. What size shoe you wore?
I don't know what size. Probably 8, I guess.
But you wouldn't wear no toddler size or nothing like that, right?
No. I was wearing like shoes.
Hey man, for $100,
yeah,
you can wear Timberlands every year and like a hero to your child.
Yeah, well, I had
shut up, take these Timberlands.
I had more shoes, but what happened was I was sitting there in class, and this girl was like, "Yo, you got on some Timbs?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got on some Timbs." She was like, "That's what's up."
For real? That's funny.
And then, never mind. This is gonna sound like a bragging story, so I'm gonna move along.
Hey man, I appreciate it good.
But I'm sorry, man, that you had your Jordache. Hey man, you wanna hear a crazy story though? I had some Jordans, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was in elementary school. I had some Jordans. And my mother had got them for me.
I had Jordaches.
Matter of fact, I didn't even know the values of Converses back then either. But listen, I had some Jordans.
One word, spoiled.
And someone said they was too small, right? And I didn't wear them to school yet. And this was in first grade. Make that look. So I went to school, I was bragging.
Yeah.
Cause I had a Chicago Bulls hat and everything to wear with it. But I was bragging. I was like, yeah, I got these Jordans. I mean, I was in everybody's face. This is first grade. Yeah, I got some Jordans. I'm about to wear them jokers, man. I got home. It was like, no, those are too small. And they gave me some doodle browns. And the next day, because all that bragging I was doing, I was wearing some doodle browns, man.
Oh, man, they got you good.
Yo, to top it off, I had some Nintendo suspenders with it. They put me in some slacks.
Hold together.
No, you some
together.
slacks, some Nintendo suspenders.
You was crying too, ain't?
I wasn't crying. I was mad. I wasn't sad. I was actually angry. And the fun thing, when they was doing a spelling thing that day, and the word Nintendo came up, right? Yeah. And the kids was like, "Let's read the back of his suspenders," and they spelled it off the back of my suspenders because they.
Hey man, can I tell you something terrible?
Go right ahead.
All right, so my parents, they was
that was plural. You said your parents.
Yeah, they were still married then. They divorced, right? So we live with my grandma. Let me tell you, I used to wear full-fledged suits to school with a suitcase preaching the word of God.
Is this true?
A recess. Yes. They told my dad, they said, wait a minute, this was up here too. Listen, man. He's wearing suits to school. They ain't say nothing about me preaching the word of God.
They just say you wear a suit. Who was dressing you?
That was good. I think my dad probably was putting on one thing. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think everything was such a blur during that time. I think that my dad probably like just let me wear whatever I want to wear to school.
Hey, one more thing.
And that's funny.
And you know who actually bought me some more Jordans in elementary school? Mama. It was Aunt Mary Alice, man. She bought me. It was the black and white ones. Yo, man, I wore them till the wheels fell off. Not really. I kind of retired them, but man, I was rocking them jokers, man.
Hey, man.
Huh?
I was a grown man when I got my first pair of Jordans.
Hey, you want to hear something? As a grown man, I really never wanted any, man. I think I lived through that phase. I mean, I seen some, but then I was like,
My whole life, right, I wanted Jordans. Never got Jordans. When I finally got them, Regency Mall was having, this in Augusta, they was having a half off sale, right? And it was 50% off. They had some navy blue Ken Griffey Juniors. And they had some Jordans. Everything was half off. I think I paid like.
So you got the Ken Griffey Juniors too?
It was
because you named him too.
Yeah,
that was a good baseball player.
Yeah, but I didn't know nothing about it. I just wore shoes. I said I finally got some name brand. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was
you didn't even know who he was, and you bought.
Yeah, because it was half off.
There was no different color Jordans then?
Nah, you know what color it was?
What's that?
Mustard and black.
The Jordans you bought was mustard and black.
Yeah, and guess what? I wore them with everything.
That was going to be my second question, man.
Don't even ask, because you already know. I wore them with everything. Look, I got Jordans. I'm up here 19 years old. It's not like you know what I'm saying?
That was going to be my second question. How old was you?
Maybe, I think I was about 19.
You just said 19 years old?
19, 20.
Well, congratulations. Because you know a lot of times stuff that you can't get as a youngster, when you get older, you can afford them, man. You just, you do it. That's nothing wrong with that.
I always consider
like some people say men is going through menopause because they get a certain age.
Menopause.
They get that car.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe he couldn't afford that car until now. And he still wanted to drive that car. So it might not be menopause. It might be like, man, he finally can afford the car. I don't care if he's 50 or 60 years old. He can afford it. He should enjoy himself. There's a man in my neighborhood. He's probably all of 80. And he has a Corvette. And he keeps it clean. He doesn't drive it that often. But I thought to myself, he might be at the age where he retired and stuff like that. Yeah. He can afford it. And he's enjoying his life.
Do you ever be like, whenever you see somebody with, let's say, a candy paint job with some gold dames or some rims or something, do you ever go, that's a waste of money? Or do you go, man, they living their best life? Or,
I go with option 2.
They living their best life?
Yeah, they just living the life they want to live.
Yeah. Were you always like that?
What's that?
Like, where you didn't have because sometimes when people see that, they're like, man, they just wasting money.
I mean, I never thought about that way, but even as you said.
You never did? Oh, man, you an angel.
I sound like an angel. I'm just thinking.
He did a good job raising you.
Listen, man. Yeah. If you, man, I believe even now, I believe, man, you do whatever you want to with your money.
Yeah.
It's yours. You worked hard for it, hopefully. Even if you was out there, hustling and...
Is that what we call it, hustling?
Yeah, why not? That's the best way.
Hey, I love the fact that you called the episode, you said it was like Little New York.
That's what they called it. I didn't call it that. People was giving all kinds of stuff names, man. That ain't the point. It's your money. I believe you should do whatever. If someone calls it wasting it, cool. But you like what you like. You want to do what you want to do, man. You work hard for it. Now, sometimes you do gotta
rein yourself back in.
No, I'm gonna say get your priorities straight first. Like, if you got responsibilities, but man, if you want to spend it on some rims, knock yourself out.
Hey, man, do you ever look at people sometime and you say they might have like, say you know how hard it is for dudes sometimes, especially like when they're not with the mother of their children, and you might see them with like 3-4 kids, you be like, bless his heart. You ever do that?
Like when they got a lot of kids?
Yeah, like bless his heart.
Most of the time I don't. I'm like, wow, when was they gonna cut it off? Like when I be hearing about guys, like I know this guy who had 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, when was you gonna cut it off? He was like, as long as the Lord was, was making them, I was okay.
But anyway, listen, man, this is your boy, I Am Quartet.
And I am Tade, the greatest me.
First of all, again, we want to thank y'all for supporting us, man. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and if you watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it.
We really need y'all to watch the whole...
I want them to comment, man.
Leave some comments for us.
I don't care if they're mean, because I get phone calls with mean comments and texts, and I'll be like...
I can take it.
I'll be like, put it on the YouTube page. Don't tell me.
You be getting phone calls?
Yeah.
Oh, save it for the next episode. And we'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Peace.